Hey guys, Toyota like it is. In this video, I want to explain to you why you have seen a lot of black during Argentina's first couple of World Cup games in the group stage, and why that is going to symbolize the death of Jesus Christ the Messiah, and why that is a sign that today, June the 24th, on Lionel Messi's birthday, that he is going to rise again on the third day from the Croatia match to live the Lionel Messi prophecy once he did end up turning 31 years old. And just going back here in the Gematria calculator, Gematria tells the whole story. Notice that Argentina wore black against Iceland. This signaled the crucifixion of Jesus Christ the Messiah. That event occurred after 63 minutes in the 64th minute, when Messi remained at 64 goals after he missed a penalty. It was Argentina-Iceland that equals 74. It is cross that equals 74. Not only does cross equal 74, but it is Messi that equals 20. Notice that Iceland, once again, I've covered this before. The Iceland flag resembles a Christian cross. That game symbolized the crucifixion of Jesus Christ the Messiah. That was when he died. That is why Argentina wore black in that game against Iceland. It was all symbolic for the death of Jesus Christ in that game. It is Iceland that equals 48 in Gematria. Not only does Iceland equal 48 in Gematria, but it is crucifix in Gematria that equals 48. It was Jesus that died on a cross. It was a crucifix. That was the event that happened to Lionel Messi equals 51 in Gematria. That's what the crucifix is all about against Iceland. Crucifix 48 and Iceland 48. Was that Messi when he missed that penalty? That was when that symbolized the death of Jesus on the cross. That is the moment that the prophecy of the Savior would happen. This is all symbolic that way. People considered Argentina's World Cup hopes to be completely over after the game against Croatia. There was a reason why Croatia wore black against Argentina. That represented the symbolic death of Jesus Christ. A reason why Argentina won the game, or Argentina lost the game 3-0, had everything to do with the Savior dying on the cross. Argentina against Croatia lost 3-0. Well, you look at the Gematria value of Savior equals 30, and after playing Iceland equals 30. Once again, it is Iceland that equals 48 in crucifix, in Gematria that equals 48. But there's something with the color black. Not only do we see it for Croatia, but we see it for the coach Jorge Sampaoli. Jorge Sampaoli is just an actor who's purposely not playing his best lineups right now. I guarantee you, Sampaoli is just executing the script right now for Argentina to have their backs against the wall. Sampaoli's going to play a real lineup, but the reason why he wore black was because that loss against Croatia symbolized the death of Jesus and symbolized whatever hope was left for Argentina. Argentina equals 44, Faith 44, Messiah 44. Diego Maradona showcases a number 10 Messi black jersey. Not a white and sky blue striped jersey, but happens to be a black one. And Maradona wears black as well. Him and his handlers wearing black for that game. And you see Diego Maradona blessing the Lionel Messi jersey. He kisses it. He was blessing Messi, was what he was doing, because he was going to rise again on his third day, in his 30th birthday, when he turns 31 years old. It is Maradona in Gematria that equals 31. So right here, Maradona equals 31. You know, right after playing Croatia equals 31. Maradona equals 31. Messi would turn 31. That's when he's going to live up to Maradona. But I want you to notice something too, that it is black that equals 29. It is Messiah that equals 29. The death of the Messiah. This is why Argentina wore black that game. You know, Maradona was blessing him. Bless equals 57. Maradona is 57 years of age. That's what he did. This is what Maradona did. 57 years of age, born on the 30th day, Savior equals 30. That's what's happened with Diego Armando Maradona. You know, all scripted, blessing Lionel Messi there. All symbolize what was going to come. The crucifixion of the Messiahs. The Messiah name for Messi with the MESSI equals 240. Crucifixion of Messi symbolized the coming Messi prophecy. 204, 87. Can Messi win the final? 204. At Russia, 87 as well. Once again, the crucifix, the death of Jesus equals 166 in Gematria. On the 16th day of the 6th month, Argentina played Iceland on 16-6. 166. That's what it symbolizes. The death of Jesus on the 16th day of June. That's what that date symbolizes. Iceland and crucifix equal 48. You know, the crucifixion of the Messiah and the Messi prophecy, but Papa Franciscus, the Latin name for Francisco, equals 57. Bless equals 57. It is Russia that equals 87. Papa Franciscus, the Latin name for Francisco. Pope Francis. This is what it's about here. King equals 67 after playing Croatia. Franciscus 167. Maradona 67. Franciscus, the Latin name for Francis. 15-7, the 15th day of the 7th month. It would be 210 days from the Pope's December the 17th birthday to the day of the World Cup final. His papacy began on March the 13th. You see that Pope Francis is the 266th Pope. Argentina are going to beat Nigeria. The rise of the Messiah, 26-6, the 26th day of June. That resembles 266. Pope Francis, the 266th Pope. The rise of the Messiah against Nigeria. His papacy began on the 13th day of May. 13-3, under 33. You know, Jorge Sampaoli is symbolic for the Pope. We're going to talk about him in the next video. But Sampaoli, the main thing to look out for is that he's born on the 3rd day of the 13th month. That's when his papacy began. I'll talk more about that. Victory number 133 would occur against Nigeria. You know, this is all going to be symbolic. But understand why Argentina wore black, why they did against Iceland, why Croatia wore black, why Maradona did, why he kissed a Messi jersey, why Sampaoli wore black. This is all symbolic of what's going to come against Nigeria. It's going to guarantee that they reach it to the next phase of the knockouts. But in the calculator, the amount of time from the Pope's December the 17th birthday from 2017 to the World Cup final, once again, is a time span of 210 days. And this is where, you know, World Cup champions comes into play. It's 30 weeks from his birthday to July 15th. Savior equals 30. And it is. Death of Jesus Christ equals 210.75. Messi won the final, 75. 192 days from December the 17th, the day of Pope Francis' birthday, to the day of their win against Nigeria, the day that he rises, his resurrection. And then what's going to come afterwards is he's going to win the World Cup final. You see, Messi won the final, 240-87, has everything to do with the Messi prophecy. Which is, can he win the final? This is what it's going to symbolize. Can he win the final? This is what we're seeing right here. The Messi prophecy here equals 75. That 75, once again, it connects to Messi wins the final, 75. And death of Jesus Christ. You know, death and resurrection. This is what this World Cup is about. Lionel the MESSIah. This is why you saw the color black in the last couple of games. This is why the last couple of games went the way they did. It is because it's scripted. It is because Messi is supposed to be the savior of Argentina and to recover whatever hope is left and to, you know, perform a miracle. So Argentina are going to play their best lineup finally. They're going to actually try now. They're going to play their real lineup. And Sampaoli's going to have a real tactical formation now. And Messi's going to be allowed to play right now, play his game. So Argentina, they're going to win the World Cup here. It begins right after he turns 31 years old.